Everyone, welcome to MJS Coaching Football, and thank you for watching my channel. I do really appreciate it. If you're a first-time watcher, the best thing you can do is hit the subscribe button. It's free, and so much of what I'm going to go over is on um, my MJS Coaching Football channel that it would make it a whole lot easier to understand. Okay? In my continuing series on our five front family, today we're going to go over what we call move 51 over. Right? I'm going to go through the agenda here first, so then you better understand over here in the diagram. We're going to do this versus 11 personnel because by and large, our five front family is versus a tight end, whether it's one tight end or two. Okay. And then I'm not going to give you any signals per usual, but part of what we teach our players are the two different ways that we adjust. Our base adjust is the automatic, okay, which needs to be taught and practice, obviously. And then our second way is the rotate tag adjustment. Again, I'm not going to give you any of the signals, all right? And I'm also not going to go through any plays or anything like that. I'm only going to show one motion of, the infinite number of motions. I'm going to only show you one just to give you a feel for how easy it is to adjust. So first up, the move call. We start in our base front, which is 50. Okay, 404. And then we switch or we move to 51 over on our Mike's call. Mike says move, our front kicks, as well as how it affects the linebackers, as you'll see, okay, to the 51 over front. And so number two, what is the 51 over front? The nose and the defensive end opposite the tight end. So in this diagram, in this one, it's the end. Okay. They bump a half a man away from the tight end. Okay. Which is consistent with the 51 front. On the tight end side, though, okay, we have a defensive end, a rover, and the Mike linebacker. The defensive end, hence the over tag, he was going to bump to a 3, and he pulls the rover with him to a 7 technique. Our Mike then bumps out, head up on the tackle. Okay, so that's a pretty significant difference, as you'll see momentarily. So then we're going to show you the base adjustment to motion up here, give you a hint. And this is where non-subscribers push the button and you can get all access to everything. It's the same adjustment as our 50, rotate tag adjust. Again, same as the 50. I'm going to show you the impact on linebacker gaps and then the run support structure. Okay, it's all built in. Okay, so first up, right here it is. We got our calls. It's a gun Dallas pistol on both, so it's a 2x2 set. Okay, on the Mike linebacker's move call, move. The end ends up in a 5. The nose is in a 1. Right, so right now the impact on an inside linebacker's gaps, he becomes a 31 technique, right? 1, 3, 5. So that's his play side gap. Over here, defensive end kicks down to a 3, pulls the rover to a 7, inside shade. And now the Mike head up on the tackle, which makes him now a 71. We have an extra gap. Okay, there's his play side gap, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So now the run support structure, 2's detached. All right, it's not perfectly to scale. So this is check orbit. Over here, 2's still in there. Remember, it's sky unless, right? 2's removed. Okay, so there's our run support structure. So now, how do we adjust in our base, right? So I'll give you a hint. Base adjust equals what we call rope. So we stay in a 2 high or middle open, right? Too high, middle open. That's our base adjust because we're in a too high, middle open all the time to start. So now the motion we're going to get is MAC, motion across the formation. So here you go. Here's a freebie, non-subscribers. Any wide receiver motion, we make a rabbit call. It alerts everyone that we have a wide receiver on the move. So he motions across. So I'll continue to use black. He's going to come here. Rope is the call. And so when the whip screws down now to cover up, that pulls. These guys are tied together by around the waist with a rope is what we say. It pulls the free safety, which pulls the dime back. So we end up free safety, dime, right? We start too high, we finish too high. That's our base adjust. Okay? So now over here, I'm just going to put us in the 51 over front. He made the move call. And so we got the 1 and the 5. 31 technique. We got a 3 and a 7. Head up on the tackle with a 71. Right? Everything stays the same. It's sky. It's check orbit. Everything stays the same. Okay, here's the difference. On that MAC motion, when it's a rotate tag, let me get my trusty green marker here. Rotate tag equals no rope, one high, or now the middle's closed. All right, so here's what's going to happen. He's going to move there and stay there. He moves to the middle. He still rotates down, but see, now you got one high, middle closed. The two outside linebackers stay on opposite sides of each other. So the two pictures that a quarterback gets, two high, middle open, one high, middle closed, we can give to you. And it's the same adjustment and in the 51 over front as it is in all the other 5 fronts in the 5 front family. So there you go. So again, non-subscribers, please, please, please make sure you push that button. And I thank everyone for watching.